Hey, welcome to Knowledge Over Grades. I am your favorite math coach, Latrell Jackson, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do multi-digit multiplication using the standard method. So this is the method that you probably learned in school. You may have not really understood how to do it, or maybe you forgot how to do it and you want a refresher. So in this video, I'm going to give you that refresher. So if you're ready to learn how to do this, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe and tap the bell so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. Okay, so you may remember me uploading this video about multiplying multi-digits using the box method. This is a really helpful and comprehensive method to use when multiplying multi-digit numbers. Not everybody uses it though, and that's why I decided to make this video also, just to give you some variety and you can decide which method works best for you. Some people think that the box method takes a little bit longer, but I feel like it makes more sense. So it's up to you. If you want to watch that video, that is linked in the description of this video, and you can compare the two. So in order for you to understand how to do multi-digit multiplication using the standard method, you need to understand your multiplication facts. So you're always going to be doing some type of one-digit multiplication, and you need to know at least from 0 to 9. So I have created this multiplication times table that goes up to 15, and also I have the perfect squares highlighted in yellow, and you can download your own using the link in the description of this video. You're also going to need to understand place value. So there's something called ones place and tens place and hundreds place. If we look at the number 15, we see that the 5, that is in the ones place, and the 1 is in the tens place, because 15 is actually made up of 10 plus 5, okay? If we break up the 15 into tens and ones, the 10 is the 10 and the 5 is the ones, okay? So just a basic understanding of that is going to help, and I'm going to give you some support throughout me doing the example problems in this video. So the first thing we want to cover is the anatomy of standard multiplication, okay? So what we have is 869 times 782. The first number, 869, is called the multiplicand, and I have that highlighted in blue. And then the second number we're multiplying is called the multiplier, all right? So sometimes I'll refer to the multiplicand and the multiplier. I may say also the top number, the bottom number, or the first number and the second number, just so you know what I'm talking about. The equal lines, I have arrows pointing to them in purple. Those are just lines that represent the fact that we're about to get a result from doing something. So the first equal line is the result of multiplying, and the second equal line is the result of adding all of our products together. And then at the bottom you see in brown a number, and that is our final product, because we added all of our products together. So that's our final product, which is our final answer. Now the lines in between, the lines of numbers, those are our different sets of products. So as we're multiplying, you'll see that we're going to take one digit at a time of our multiplier, which is the bottom number. We're going to multiply the ones digit by each digit in the multiplicand, then the tens digit, then the hundreds digit, depending on how many digits we have in our multiplier, okay? And so the first row under the equal line is the product of us multiplying that ones digit to each digit in the multiplicand. And then the tens row is the product of us multiplying the tens number, the 8, by each number in the multiplicand. And then the hundreds row is the product of us multiplying 7, which is our number in our digit in the hundreds place, by each digit in the multiplicand. Okay, so that's what those are for. And then in green up top we have our carries. I like to call them carries. That is because when we are multiplying, we have to carry the next place value over to the next place value in the multiplicand, so that we can add that to our new multiplication, okay? So the first row is our ones, the second is our tens, and the third is our hundreds carries, okay? And you'll see this will all come together as we're doing our examples, all right? So here are the rules in part one of the rules of multiplying multi-digit numbers. So number one says multiply the digit in ones place of the multiplier, the bottom number, to every digit in the multiplicand, the first or top number, okay? Number two, write the ones place of the product under the line, the equal line, and the tens place above the next digit of the top number, which is called carrying, like I was telling you about multiplying and then carrying the tens digit to the next place value. Three, after multiplying to the last digit of the top number, write the whole product without carrying. So you're going to see what that looks like. Let's try an example. Okay, so we're going to do 14 times 8. All right, so here 8 is our multiplier and 14 is our multiplicand. And we're going to do 8 times 4 first. So 8 times 4 is 32. And we'll write our ones place down here. In our tens place, we carry. And then we do 8 times 1. So 8 times 1 is 8. And then we add the 3 to it. 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay? And we don't have any more digits in our multiplier, so we are actually finished. So what I want to do is break down what we actually did. Multiplying 14 is actually multiplying 10 plus 4. 14 is 10 plus 4. And we're multiplying 8 by each of those numbers, okay? Sorry for my pen. So we're doing 10 times 8 and then 4 times 8 and adding that together. So 10 times 8 is 80. And then 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, and then we're going to add 80 and 32 together, which give us 112. All right, so that's why we have carried our 3 over, because 8 times 4 is 32. And our ones place goes down, but our 30 we have to add to our 10 that we have here, okay? Which is what we did down here. When we did 8 times 10 is 80, and then we added the 30 plus the 2. And that gave us 112. So the rules of multiplying part 2. So we're talking about multiplying with multi-digit multipliers, which is the second number. And after multiplying with the ones place, we're going to cross out the old carries. So cross out the current carry that we had, they're now old. We're going to move under the first product and write a 0 in the ones place. So remember in the anatomy of standard multiplication, we had those rows underneath the first equal line. So we're now in the second row. If we have a 2-digit multiplier, we have to have a second row of our products, because that's the tens place. And we write the 0 to represent the fact that we're multiplying by a 10, a multiple of 10. Begin multiplying with the tens place of the multiplier and write answer in tens place of product next to the 0. 4 says write 2 zeros for hundreds place, and so on. So for tens, we wrote 1 0. For hundreds place, we write 2 zeros, okay? Then we're going to repeat steps 1 through 3 in part 1 and add our products together. So let's try it. So now we're going to try a 2 by 2 multiplication problem. So we're going to do 27 times 69. All right, starting with the ones place of our multiplier. So 9 times 7 is 63. So we write our 3 down here, our 6 up here, and 9 times 2 is 18, plus 6 is 24, okay? Now we're going to write a 0 underneath here because we're in our tens place now, and we have to account for the fact that 6 is actually 60. So 6 times 7, which is actually 60 times 7. Also, we cross out our carry, because it's old now. 6 times 7 is 42. 2 down here, 4 up here, and then 4 times 2 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Okay, now we add 3 plus 0 is 3, 4 plus 2 is 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, and 1, we just bring down. Our answer is 1,863. Okay, all right, so 5 times 9 is 45. 4 goes up here, 5 down there. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. All right, so we're done with the 5s. Now we can work on 3s, cross out our carries, put a 0 underneath because we're actually multiplying by 30 and not just 3. So 3 times 9 is 27, which is actually 30 times 9, so 270. 2 up here, 70 down there. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. Make sure you're lining up your place values, and that's it. We don't have any more digits in our multiplier, so we can just add up our products. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 7 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. 4 plus 4, 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. And bring down the 1. And after 3 digits in a number, we put a comma. So 15,015. That is our answer. How's it going for you? Let me know in the comments if I made a mistake, if it's okay, if it's confusing, let me know. If you're getting it, I'm gonna go to a 3 by 3. So we're going to do 869 times 782. Okay, so we start in the ones place. We have 3 digits in our multiplier this time. So we're starting in the ones place. 2 times 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. 2 times 8 is 16. Plus 1 is 17. Okay. So we're done in the ones place. Now we're moving on to the tens place. So we put 1 0, cross out our carries. 8 times 9 is really 80 times 9, which is 2 down here, 7 up here, 72, or 720. And 8 times 6 is 48, plus 7 is, let's see, 48 plus 7 is 55. 5, 5, 5 up top. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 5 is 69, so 9, 6, okay? So we're done with the tens place of multiplication. Let's go to the hundreds place. So we put 2 zeros because we're talking about 100. 7 hundredths at that. And let's start multiplying. So we really have 700 times 9. So 700 times 9 is, let's see, 3 down here, 6 up here, so that's 6,300, right? And now we have 700 times 60. 7 times 6, what's that, 42? 42 plus 6 is 48. So 8 goes down here, 4 up here. So what's that? 48,000. And then we have 700 times 800. Let's try just 7 times 8. That's 56. Okay, 56 plus 4 is 60. Okie doke. So that's it. We don't have anything else to multiply, so we can draw our line and start adding. So now let's start adding. We got 8 plus zeros is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 8 plus, well, let's do 9 plus 1. I like to do, make a 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 1 is 19. 6 plus 1, carry the 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, and then 6. All right, after 3 digits, we put a comma, And our answer is 679,558. All right. So, do you have any questions? How did this go for you? Was it understandable? Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you're working on some problems yourself, let me know how it's going for you and if this was helpful. Also, I would love for you to let me know what's your favorite way of multiplying multi-digit numbers. Some people like the box method better, some people like the traditional way better. You may know a different way that I don't know, and I would love for you to share it with me, and maybe I'll do a video and shout you out in the video. And also, don't forget to download your multiplication times table so that you can get stronger in your multiplication facts. And don't forget, I just made 2 videos on how to use your fingers to get certain multiplication answers. So 6 through 10, you'll be able to get your sixes, nines, sixes, sevens, eights, nines, and tens, which tens are easy, but you can do it with your hands also, all right? 6 through 10 multiplication facts. I have videos explaining exactly how to get it. You'll want to see it. So check out those videos and I'll link them in the description. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and tap the bell for future videos. My next video is actually going to be how to know when to use multiplication in a word problem. Sounds useful, right? Okay, so make sure you tap that bell so you know when I upload it. And also share it with a friend who may need a little bit of support in multiplying the standard way. All right, thank you so much, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.